Hey folks, hey, hey, hey. Well, here we are. We're going to see how this goes. This is my first speed build, so this is my first speed build conversion. So we're going to kind of see what happens here, okay? So you guys kind of be patient with me. I'm still a little new to all of this, so let's see what happens over here, right? So let's bring it up. All right. So what we're doing here is you know, we did a marathon a couple of Saturdays ago, and I'm going to try to do them periodically, which are going to be speed builds. And we're also going to be uploading to YouTube our speed builds as we go along. And so, what we're going to want to do is, like I say, I'm still testing all these settings. So let's get on with this thing. I'm going to hit play over here, and let's get on with this speed build. What we're doing is we're building a bit of a Scottish villa, right? You'll notice the um, um, floor plan up top. Now, I've kind of put my camera here over my camera from the other day, and I hope I'm able to cover it up correctly. But we had a really good friend of mine in Scotland that I have known forever sent me a picture of her little dream villa, if you will, her dream house. So, in pure spastic simmer philosophy, I set out to recreate that villa. Now, that is what this speed build is all about. After speeding this thing up and doing a lot of clipping and what have you on it, we're going to see how the edit goes. We're going to see what happens with it. So I'm just going to kind of kick back for a minute. We're going to turn on some music, and I may pop in on occasion just to kind of let you know what's going on. And of course, my smiley face will still be here watching the video with you. So here we go. The music. I went ahead and I sped up past the basic floor plan. You know, the basic floor plan drawing. You guys probably don't want to be watching all of that anyway. But what we're doing is we're trying to get, just the basic floor plan going off of what you see above there. And anybody that's ever watched our streams, you know that I've got people over in Discord that I'm talking to while I'm doing these builds. And we do that. And we'd love to have you in Discord. I've got it set up so that we can have about 10 people in there. And, we can chat back and forth. They can ask questions. We can talk about the build and what's going on. I tend to start a weekly project and, because I like to take my time on these builds. So I really don't try to toss out a 5 or 10 minute build just simply because back when I was a contractor and I used to remodel houses and used to build houses, I was more of the idea of quality over quantity. And you'll notice just above my head right now is a picture of the little villa that we are trying to recreate. Now, I don't mind telling you, this little front planter area, or little back deck, this is the actual back of the house. It was a bit of a pain to do, I'll tell you. Because we couldn't connect it to the house because, well, we all know if you connect some kind of platform to the house, well, it wants to take over. So what I did was I built it off the house a little bit, and then I got my floor and everything in there the way I wanted. And the actual villa, up on the top, there's what they call a planting wall. That wall, and they're very common in Scotland, but that wall is designed to be able to hold plants so that you can kind of have like a raised flower bed or what have you. And I hope that music's not too loud in the background. Like I say, this is kind of my first speed build here, if you will. But of course, really trying to figure out the best sliding door for the front. So let's go ahead and get past that a little bit here, and you'll notice that we did kind of pick out a wall to best match the pattern. And then of course we had to play with the windows. Oops. This is the first time I've ever actually watched one of my own builds. This is kind of interesting. So I'll shut up for a minute and get back to the music and let you guys watch the build. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, I like to save a lot. I've had the game crash on me way too many times, and by saving a lot, um, if it does crash, I don't lose a whole lot. But you'll notice about every about every 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes or so, I'll hit my escape key on the keyboard and click save. That way, that way I don't have all that work wasted if the game crashes. And well, gotta love Sims, but it does crash on occasion, right? Well, back to the show. There's a funny story about that vent hood. You're seeing me fix it now. A buddy of mine and I in Discord were arguing about that vent hood. It just didn't look right. I couldn't find one that would look right. So it's like, well, duh, why don't I just use a over refrigerator shelf to put above that vent hood, because that's what we would have done in a regular house anyway. But I think the little kitchen came out okay. So here we go now, boogieing on with the rest of the rooms. Now you'll notice with that fireplace in the living room, I kind of had a little fun with that. Um, I started just to put a wood burning stove in there because it's very common in Scotland, but Scotland's getting away from wood burning stoves, and they're getting away from coal fired stoves and what have you. There are still a few cabins back up in like the Ardnamurchan Peninsula and up in there where I've stayed in the past that still have wood burning or coal fired little stoves. They're really nice, but we're getting away from we're trying to get away from fossil fuels. So even though a fireplace still does use a fossil fuel, but there's always dead wood laying around out in the woods, right? So usually when we go to like a little place with a fireplace or something, I always go out and try to hunt some wood. So yeah, I started to put a wood burning stove in there, and I thought, nah, a fireplace with a TV on it would look a whole lot better. That's the reason I did that like that. And then of course the lady that I built this for really loves her cats, so I had to put a couple of little cat pictures on the walls and what have you. I don't know. This is kind of oddly exciting watching my own build. This thing, I was surprised, took over 6 hours to do on that build marathon. And then, of course, it's all compressed down to, it'll all be compressed down to about, what, 30 minutes by the time it's all said and done? Fascinating. But here we go. Now, what we're working on here, water rooms are wet rooms. Um, in a lot of areas, not just Scotland nowadays, but wet rooms with dressing rooms off to the side are really popular. They're really common. And so what we're doing now is working on the dressing room. And then you'll notice here in a little bit, I'll make some adjustments to the wet room because, like, I remembered there's no toilet. So, gotta have a toilet. So, I mean, there is another restroom, right? And I really like the floors, being able to use the little diamond shapes with the different shapes inside. I really enjoyed doing that. But you'll notice when I am building, when I'm building something, I tend to kind of hop around room to room. Now, you're also going to notice an empty section, an empty area at the entryway. Um, you'll notice it right there as you come in the front door. There's a little square to the left there, right there. That's actually called a utility closet, where in America, our um, our meter loops for our electricity is outside, not over there. A lot of the homes over in Scotland, um, they have their broiler, their electrical meter, and all of this in what's known as a utility area. Um, one of the houses my best friend used to live in Tweedbank. All of the broiler and electronics and everything was in a little cubby underneath the stairwell that went upstairs. I found that rather interesting. Absolutely love that wallpaper in the hallway. Yeah, so here we go, building the toilet area. Got to have a toilet, right? And in case you're wondering, um, this bill will be uploaded to the gallery. It will be shared. Now, I tried to stay away from mods as much as possible. Everything I tried to use was game related. I did use different bits and pieces from multiple different game packs. So if you pull it down on the gallery and it looks like you may be out or not have one of the game packs or whatever, um, you're perfectly welcome to, you know, I mean, download the lot, put it on your lot, remodel it, take a look at it. If you would, I do ask that you tag me, the Spastic Simmer. If you'll tag me on your remodel, I would love to watch your remodel. I have absolutely no problem at all with people downloading my stuff and redoing it. In fact, you should check my gallery. I've got quite a few things that are uploaded to the gallery there, and I am perfectly fine with um, people critiquing my bills. I mean, hey, I've only been doing this 3 or 4 years, maybe in Sims, so it's like I got a lot to learn, and I do learn. Okay, so like I went ahead and shut the music off. We're fixing to do the walkthrough. Now, I attempted when I was editing the video to keep the walkthrough relatively slow, right? So let's see how the walkthrough came out. I wanted the speed build, but I wanted that walkthrough to be nice. So let's go through the walkthrough together, see how it comes out. I hope it didn't just speed through it, but we'll find out. Right, put a little save there. And of course, I love using Twisted Mixie's free cam. You guys really should check out that free cam for in build. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Hopefully the walkthrough is going to come through okay. Looks like it's going through so far. Here's our entryway. Now on the right side, you'll see that utility closet. where all of your utilities are. Now, of course, have all of the content to put things like, a meter loop and a broiler and stuff like that in there. On the left-hand side is going to be the coat closet. There we go, into the hallway. Some people might find that wallpaper a little busy, but I absolutely thought it was gorgeous. Here's one of the bedrooms. And of course, I'm still getting used to how to use the free cam there for walkthrough. And of course, with trimmers in my hands, it's never going to be as smooth as some. And there's a bathroom. Although I think when I adjusted my depth, maybe I fish-eyed it a little too much and made it look a little strange. But I think everything come out looking pretty nice. And you'll notice there's not a whole lot of color and a whole lot of decoration. Yours truly doesn't decorate all that much. That's the reason I like when people, download my bills and they go through and they decorate them. There are some absolutely amazing decorators and Sims out there. Amazing. I've seen some of the work they've done. I just don't have the patience for it. And people laugh at me because they talk about my patience. I can build all day, but I suck at decorating. Yeah, I had to put a wood burning stove in the bedroom. Had to have one somewhere. So here's our dressing room. Dressing room's kind of cool. I did forget to put a bench in the dressing room. I didn't think about that till after it was all said and done. I meant to put a bench right there between the two doors. There's our toilet, what's known as a water closet. And now we move into the wet room, where the entire room is a shower. I absolutely love that idea. So it looks like we're just about at the end here. Yep, there's the living room. Living room came out quite nice, I think. Yep. And then, of course, into the backyard. We have our little uh, meditation garden over there. We've got our plants along the plant wall here. Got a little bird bath. Had to have a bird bath. You know, got to have a bird place for the birds, right? And back through the kitchen. And like I say, I really didn't do a whole lot of decorating in the kitchen, though I should have. And coming back out, down, and there is our build. Now, as for our first actual marathon build, well, I don't think it came out too bad. We'll be doing another one, and what I've decided to start doing is rather than upload daily videos to YouTube, I think I'm going to upload a weekly video with a speed build of what I've worked on or what we've worked on that week. Because what we like to do is we like for people to join us in Discord and in the chat area, especially over in Twitch during the live stream, and help us out with ideas for these builds. I love input. Absolutely love input. It makes it fun. Really, the more people we have that, says, hey, what about a wall here? Or, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And, it just makes it fun. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed our little build, little build, 6 hour build. But I hope you enjoyed the speed build. Like I say, this is the first one I've done, and hopefully, it'll come out looking good. So, well, have a great day. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time here on the Spastic Summer.